Hey, what is happening, you guys? Namicon here, bringing you my perspective as to what entertainers is reading us. And today I'll be reviewing Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, the fifth installment in the Mission Impossible movie franchise, which was based on the popular '60s TV show. It was it was released in theaters on July 31st, 2015. The film was a critical and commercial success, with critics praising the action sequences, screenwriting, direction, and performances, specifically Cruise and Ferguson. It grossed over $683 million over a $150 million budget. The film stars Tom Cruise, Simon Pegg, Vin Rames, Jeremy Renner, Alec Baldwin, Sean Harris, and Rebecca Ferguson. It is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who also wrote the screenplay for this film. Rogue Nation is about Ethan Hunt, a member of the Impossible Mission Force, or IMF for short. His team is trying to recover nuclear rockets from an airplane. The mission, while successful, got the CIA really heated for their unorthodox methods. And so they took the IMF to legal action and won. Hence the disbandment of the IMF. And the CIA chasing Hunt, who is now a rogue agent. Meanwhile, Ethan Hunt himself is hunting the Syndicate, who are a Black Ops terrorist organization which makes up rogue government agents from around the world. And what do I think of this film? Holy shit, this film is amazing! The action sequences are awesome and so cool and intense to watch. This film has by far one of the best car chase and motorcycle chase I've seen in film. It also has one of the greatest opera scenes of all time. The film was directed so incredibly well thanks to how intense the mission was and how and why the characters are there. What I also love about this film is that it humanizes both Ethan Hunt and Ilsa Faust, who played respectively by Rebecca Ferguson. What I also love about this film is the story. This film changed a lot of tropes that spy films and even previous Mission Impossible films have done. Like I said, one of them was being the CIA being involved and accusing the IMF, making it shut down. The other one is while Ethan being a rogue agent isn't exactly new to the series, the stakes could not have been higher for him. Everything was going against him, no matter how badly, no matter how intense things will go, he will stop the syndicate no matter what. The villain of this film I felt was all right. He was better than the one from Ghost Protocol because we actually get to see more of him and what his motivations are and why Ethan is trying to stop him. The score is fine, honestly. It's too bombastic for my liking, but it works well. Overall, this film is one of the best action films of all time. Like for me, this is a top three Mission Impossible film. Like I do prefer Fallout. That film, the Fallout is a fucking masterpiece. That is a fucking masterpiece. That's peak fiction. But Rogue Nation is very close. But Rogue Nation is definitely a top three Mission Impossible film for me. It's practically a top five film released in 2015 for me. Like the only ones that I would argue are on par or maybe above Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Inside Out, and and Straight Outta Compton. But either way, this film is fantastic. You want if you are a first timer on Mission Impossible series, yeah, I give this film a chance. I highly recommend this film. You don't need to watch any other Mission Impossible films to know what is going on, which is great. It makes the film. These films are usually one-offs. Besides Dead Reckoning, which is going to be a two-part series, which is going to be a two-part movie. But yeah, it makes these films really accessible, and that's what I really appreciate about these films. But anyways, go see this film if you haven't. This film gets an A. But yeah, so For those that have seen Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure you follow my Instagram, Backlogged, and Letterboxd down in the description down below. You can also join my Discord server if you want to. Anyways, this is Namicon, and I'll see you next time.